Well, it's a sure sign that winter has arrived. The starlings have come over from Europe and Scandinavia to spend the winter here in the UK.
And it's amazing, absolutely amazing to watch them as they form into these murmurations. And we've got a lovely clear view from this mooring and can see them right across the River Severn, forming patterns and shapes in the sky. It's absolutely wonderful.
They're joined by smaller flocks coming from their feeding locations nearby. And they just shift and move till they settle on an area where they can spend the night. It's an amazing sight to see.
And then suddenly they decide that they're going to come down to roost. Who decides which bird starts first? I don't know. You can't explain it. It's just, you need to be there and see it. It's just such a wonderful thing to experience.
One of the amazing things about being on this canal, the Gloucester and Sharpness, is you never know what's going to come past the boat. There's some big work going to be done up in Gloucester by the looks of it.
They're dredging out the docks and they're taking these huge barges, I guess, to gather all the mud that then gets dumped.
Well, the sunshine ended to a dreary, miserable day and night. Next day, it's time to untie, take a cruise, fill up with water and charge up the batteries.
We're moving so much less now that we're on this canal and we're quite settled. And we find that we don't have to move. We don't feel that there's anywhere that we need to particularly be. On a sunny day, we can move. If it's pouring with rain, we just generally sit still, with nowhere particular to go. And these sunny autumn days are just gorgeous. A wide canal makes it so much easier to turn the boat if we want to go back in the opposite direction again. No moving miles to find a winding hole. We can just turn wherever we are, as long as the wind allows us. And it is a windy canal.
We didn't get that painting done, did we, on the side of the boat? Which is still a beautiful home.
It's always waiting for the right day, and the right day is not too cold, not too hot, nice and dry. And they're the perfect days for going for a walk as well, so...
Heading south to the water point at Perton, and we've got the sun in our eyes, so Fran's doing the driving with her hat on and I'm doing some filming at the front. Had you got fed up with him or something because he sat on the top step there? Was he getting under your feet on the deck?
We found that although we're cruising up and down the same 15 miles of canal quite a lot of the time, we're just really noticing the changing in the area. When you're moored or when you stay in one place for some time, you can see the changing seasons so much clearer, and you notice certain trees that lose their leaves.
It definitely is a lazy man's canal. All the bridges being manned for you, so you don't have to get off your boat and open bridges. There are no locks to work.
During the winter, these bridges close for 2 days a week. So we have to time our moving a little bit more carefully, and we do have to do some planning. We can't afford to run out of water on a Tuesday morning because we can't move to get any more until the Thursday. But it's a small price to pay for the ease of travelling this canal.
During the summer, on a busy day, these bridge keepers can be opening and closing the bridges 20, 30 times a day. It's good exercise, and half of them are volunteers.
I don't think I'd envy their job because they have to get the timing right. When they see the boats coming, they try to open the bridge ready. But if they're a little bit too quick and people have to wait to cross the bridge, they get a bit irate. And if they don't spot the boaters in time, the boaters can get a little bit impatient. But everybody just has to take their time, really, and go with the flow.
Except for this chap, who obviously didn't see us coming. Fran's putting the brakes on.
It's not easy to stop these boats sometimes. You know, you have to wait, go into reverse, and you're still going forward for, a minute or so before you can stop. But we haven't crunched into anybody yet, I don't think.
Well, maybe. This is Patch Bridge. Just half a mile down the road there is the Waterfowl Wetlands Centre.
At Slim Bridge, and we love it. We've got membership there. We go down, I guess, once or twice a month just to have a wander around or watch the bird life. And obviously the birds that are at wetland don't know that they're at a wildlife reserve, and so all along this canal you've got to keep your eyes open because you never know what's flying past or what's roosting in a tree nearby. Binoculars are always at the ready.
Here we are at Perton. There are 2 bridges here, both operated by one man from his little hut. So quick call to him, let him know we're coming through, and both bridges will be opened, ready for us to go through. It's a stunning location here, we absolutely love it.
There's not much here. There's no shop, there's no pub at the moment, although there is one that's about to be reinstated, I think.
Restored.
But it's just a tiny little village. There's no passing traffic because it's the end of the line for the road, almost the end of the line for the canal as well. There's not far to go to Sharpness from here. It's just a little real hidden gem.
Just after these cottages on the right-hand side is the water point. On the left there are visitor moorings, but they're all taken. But we'll be mooring up just after the water point.
We're getting closer and closer to the river now. It's literally behind these cottages, the river and the canal almost meet.
Yards apart, aren't they?
Yeah.
20, 30 yards apart. It looks like there's somebody on the water point, so we'll moor up in front of them and wait for them to finish. But that means turning the boat around because the access to the water on the boat is at the front and the hose isn't long enough to reach.
No, somebody bought a new hose which is only about 20 foot long, so that's not much good to us. But we manage.
We have got a new hose pipe and we meant to pick it up from our daughters when we went down there last month, but completely forgot to bring the parcels back that we had delivered there.
One thing we have to be careful of this time of year, and we got caught out last year, is that occasionally these water points do freeze. Even though the canal very rarely freezes here because it's so deep and wide, we did get stuck with frozen water points. So we even bring the hose indoors on cold days to warm up so that we can unroll it easier.
So here we are, slowly turning. Everything we do is just slow. There's no point rushing. It isn't any quicker. So just take your time. And the chap on the boat who's on the water point has shouted across that he's nearly done. So it won't be long just to hang around, wait for him to finish.
This is a lovely spot, this water point. There's a little bench there. It's a nice wide green space. It's actually fenced off and the path goes around it at the back. So it's quite a nice place to sit for a while. But I don't think there's anywhere to moor permanently there, or more for more than just water. I think you have to move on. Time for a cup of tea, I guess.
All done, all finished, moored up. As you can see, it's getting later in the day because the tripod shadow is just there at the front. Long winter shadows. And there, the other side of the hedgerow, is the mighty River Severn. Keeping busy, Fran?
I'm keeping really busy. It's been a manic few weeks, hasn't it?
For you it has, yeah.
We made a decision to do a craft market. It's been a difficult time for sales because everybody's struggling a little bit, and just thought we'd have a go, doing a local craft market. But obviously I can't just have 3 scarves, can I? So I've been weaving like crazy, and I've got a nice big stack, a box under the bench that's full of weaving, scarves, wall hangings, table runners, mug rugs, bookmarks, shawls, so much. So I've got 1 more week, 1 cowl to finish, 2 more scarves to do, and then we'll be setting up our little stall on Saturday next week in Frampton. And it's a bit nerve-wracking, but we're hoping that if it goes well, we might start trading Canal side next year.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea, don't you? Next spring, do a few events on the Canal side.
With Rich's art as well, it'll be a bit of an incentive for you to get going, won't it? And start creating some stuff. But not at floating markets, because we're not going to put ourselves under pressure to be at certain places in certain times. We'll just collect together a nice big box of things that we can sell, and then if the weather looks good on a nice weekend, we'll find a good position to be in and let everybody know. Quite excited about it. And then after next weekend, we can just relax and chill out for a bit, can't we?
Can't we just?
But it's
everything's
fine.
on hold for the moment, isn't it? While you're busy working.
Yeah.
There's been flames coming from your shuttle.
I'm not arguing, because it's that time of year where we're not doing much at the allotment. It's wet and it's muddy over there. There is still some clearing up to be done, having said that. But a lot of this is the local wool that I found abandoned at the bridge. The browns are local alpaca that somebody gave me. They're pet alpacas, and somebody had the fleece from them. So it's very relaxing. It's a lovely thing to do. But I've got books to read.
Yes, haven't we? And I've got a video to finish editing and get put up.
Yeah.
But the internet's a bit dodgy here, so I don't know how long it's going to take. So it might be a pint of Wi-Fi this afternoon.
Oh, well, I better get weaving then, hadn't I?
Next day, we're off for a walk. Fran's going to take me down to the Perton graveyard. It's one of her favourite spots.
We have been here before, and I just love it. Just coming through this path here and seeing the river open up in front of you. And it's different every time you come. When the tide is out, it's just mud, and you can see all the Perton hulks, the boats that were rammed into the bank here when the river washed the bank away in 1909, I think. And the barges were just pushed into the bank and have now just been collecting silt. But the atmosphere is just incredible, and it's just such a lovely place to sit, watch the river, watch the birds, and remember times gone by. Apparently there's over 100 boats along this stretch, some on top of others, all full of mud and protecting the canal from disappearing into the River Severn and off to the sea. This is Old Man's Beard, and it's seeds of a plant of the clematis family, and it's lovely this time of year.
Loitering in the middle distance there are scores of oyster catchers, birds that have a lovely call, and it's really funny to watch their antics with the binoculars, digging around for molluscs, I suppose, aren't they?
Oysters and mussels. And this is the pub that is about to be reopened. We're told it should be open by Christmas. That'll be nice, actually, a nice little respite, little retreat when we're down on a cold winter's walk.
There are hundreds of these pillboxes, concrete pillboxes that were built during the Second World War to shore up our defences. And this one was built right next to the pub, which I'm assuming was open back in those days. So I don't know how much defending was going on.
Archie's not much interested in the pillbox. He'd rather rummage around for smells.
Yeah, so looking forward to the day that opens. It's not much of a walk. It's a very short one rather, but we seem to take our time, and a walk what would normally be 20 minutes, we take 2 hours over just looking and milling around and just enjoying the open space.
When we came here in the summer, one of the cottages was selling plants and flowers in the front garden, and the roof of the boat is looking very bare at the moment. Geraniums have been taken off to the allotments over winter, and we need some plants, so we were hoping that there might be something outside this little cottage that we're heading to.
But there wasn't.
No.
Sadly. Here come the boys from the Canal and River Trust. Their job today is to fill in some potholes on the towpath. But look at this for a veggie garden. That's dedication, isn't it? Cutting all those holes in that membrane to allow the onions to come through, but stop the weeds coming through at the same time.
Our allotment's not looking quite like that at the moment, but we'll get there.
I don't fancy going down the towpath on that.